Hello everybody and welcome to Versus, where we compare similar products in the world of motorcycling to help new and experienced riders make the best choice for their needs. Now in the first corner, today we have dedicated motorcycle riding boots. These are typically designed for a specific type of riding and often prioritize full coverage protection over comfort and style. And in the other corner, we have riding shoes and casual motorcycle boots. These strike a middle ground between protection found in motorcycle footwear and the style and comfort of your everyday street shoes. So we're going to examine these two options in a variety of different scenarios and discuss the pros and cons they bring to the table. And in the end, you'll have a better understanding of what footwear is best for your particular riding needs. So let's kick things off with the first question. All right, one of the most common questions we get is, I love hitting the twisty roads on the weekends, but I also routinely use my bike as a commuter. I'm torn between greater protection and comfort. Now, if you're like this rider, it sounds like you're spending at least half your time on the bike riding in sporty situations. Now, for technical back road rides, protection should be your priority. While casual riding shoes offer a good compromise of comfort, style, as well as protection in those lower speed situations, a full height sport boot generally offers more coverage up the leg, increased crush protection, and abrasion resistance, and even torsional and lateral protection, which is a fancy way of saying it will keep your foot and ankle from twisting. Now, if it were up to me, I'd recommend having both. I'd have a dedicated pair of protective sport boots for your weekend rides, and then a casual pair of riding shoes for your daily commutes. But if you don't want to spend that extra money, you can wear your riding boots into work and keep an extra pair of sneakers at the office. Another common question we hear goes something like, I pretty much only ride in the city and use my bike for running errands and commuting to work. Is choosing a riding shoe sacrificing too much protection? So in this situation, if you're not tackling too much when it comes to technical riding, you probably want something that will be a bit more comfortable to live in all day. As we mentioned, a full height riding boot offers more protection, but it's usually a bit more rigid and less comfortable. And it can make you feel like Frankenstein when you're walking around town, not on the bike. Now, riding shoes tone down those protective elements to increase comfort and mobility both on and off of the bike. Now, unlike non-riding shoes, they still offer additional levels of impact and crush protection. You'll find features like reinforced soles, toes, and heels, and even ankle pucks, but they're going to make walking around between rides much more comfortable. So while accidents can happen even in casual situations, a riding shoe will help prioritize comfort while still maintaining a solid level of protection. The last question is one we get all the time, which is something along the lines of, I own a sport bike, but I hate the look of those superhero-esque race boots. Is there anything that can give me more protection without looking so over the top? So it sounds like this question is primarily focused on style, which is probably one of the most obvious reasons for buying clothes or gear in the first place. We want to make sure we like the way this stuff looks. While a full height sport boot is going to offer the most protection hands down, it does tend to stand out in a crowd. Now, although riding shoes and casual boots sacrifice a bit of protection, we've seen a lot of advancements and improvements over the past few years. And the biggest win for a lot of folks is that they tend to go much better with a pair of jeans, which is great when you're taking those casual rides to the coffee shop or to the office. So if protection and style is what you're looking for out there on your next pair of motorcycle footwear, I'd recommend taking a closer look at riding shoes and some of those more casual boot options. So what have we learned? For those spirited rides, track days, and any type of riding where you're pushing the limits, protection should be your primary consideration. And therefore, for that riding application, I'd recommend a pair of dedicated riding boots. Now, if your riding consists of mostly lower speeds, more casual rides around town where comfort and style are the priority, then riding shoes and casual motorcycle boots should be the next step in your search. While there are always going to be exceptions to the rule, hopefully this video has given you a better idea of where to start your search for your next pair of footwear. For more information, you can use the search functionality on our website to narrow down the style of footwear you're looking for. Thanks for tuning in to Versus Dedicated Riding Boots versus Casual Riding Shoes. We'll see you next time.